You know, I just absolutely love bear hunting, especially bear hunting in the spring. And there aren't that many places you can go on a springtime bear hunt. Quebec is one of them, and Northern Outfitters near Val d'Or, Quebec, is one of my favorite bear hunting destinations. Northern Outfitters, a beautiful jewel in the Quebec wilderness. Pierre Smarlek, Terry, all the good folks at Northern Outfitters, they make you feel like family. They genuinely make you feel like they want you there.
À tous les chasseurs et à tous les pêcheurs qui viennent des États-Unis. I said, welcome to Northern Outfitters, to the fishermen and the hunters from the United States.
So I got into camp that first day, and Mother Nature had a surprise for me. It was blowing like crazy. So we met in the restaurant late that morning, and head guide Pierre Smarlek had some bad news for us.
We're not going out tonight. We're not going out for safety only.
So the second day now in camp, the weather breaks. It's absolutely beautiful, maybe a hint of some rain. We head off into the bush to our blinds. We get there. I follow Pierre into the bait where he has a surprise for me.
We got a big monster in here. His marks, paw marks, standing up probably on his hind legs, 9 feet tall, scratched on trees. And every time I come here, I set up the blind. He rips it apart, and now, as you can see, I popped it up, and he broke everything again.
So my setup is I'm in an Ameristep carnivore ground blind that's set up behind the blind that the bear destroyed. And I'm hoping he doesn't come back and chew up the one I'm in as well. Okay, so now the camera gear's set up, the thermocell set up, the bugs, the mosquitoes are all gone. And then the rain started. It rained pretty hard there for a while. And I was very glad I was in that Ameristep ground blind. Just one more reason I really like hunting from a ground blind. So it rained pretty hard for quite a while. Then it let up. It got nice and calm. Things started to dry out. It wasn't long after that the first bear of this hunt came sneaking into the bait. He wasn't a very big one, and he was pretty nervous when he came in. In fact, he was nervous enough that he kept sitting up and looking around. He wanted to make darn sure he didn't get trapped in there by one of the big bears in the area. Not a shooter, but fun to look at. A little while later, a second bear comes in. He's bigger than that first one, obviously. He comes into the bait, lays down, and starts to eat like he owns the place. Well, eventually that second bear got ran off by a third bear, and the third bear was bigger yet. He was a very nice bear. So the bigger bear comes in, he runs off that second bear. He stomps around, he makes a lot of noise, he tears up brush, he wanders around behind the blind, in the bush, on the far side of the bait, all the time. He's making noise, he's growling, he's popping his jaws, he's breaking brush. He's letting everybody around there know that he is the main bear on that bait. But even though he's a nice bear, a very nice bear, I'm thinking he's not big enough to be making these claw marks on this pine tree. I'm looking for a bigger bear. So in all, a great day in the Quebec wilderness hunting with Northern Outfitters. I didn't get to shoot a bear, but I saw a bear, and it was a great start to the hunt.
We're a Northern Outfitter. We're in Val d'Or, Quebec. We got a nice operation. We do bear hunts, moose hunts, a lot of fishing. We got a nice reservoir, 30 mile long, northern pikes and walleye. And we got 16 camp on site, plus a nice lodge. So we do American plan and European plan. We got also 10 camps on the water. These cabins are brand new renovated, showers in each cabin, brand new beddings. It's wood all over. It's woodwork all over.
Now, the next day I'm out in the blind, same spot once again, sitting there for a couple of hours, and a nice medium-sized bear comes in, and he comes up and he rubs his chin on the barrel. He's trying to move it to get some food out. Eventually, he stands up over it, he rocks it, and he moves it around to get some food out. Not a shooter, but again, I'm seeing bears. That's a great sign, and there's nothing better when you're bear hunting to have a bear in front of you, whether you're going to shoot him or not. But while I was holding back on my Dart and Serpent crossbow, Ted Harpham of Darton was in another blind a few miles away. Man, did he shoot a nice bear.
You know, Pierre had showed us a number of tracks coming in, so we knew we had a good bear in the area.
Was that a monster? That was a beautiful bear. That was a monster. Did you see them? Yeah. Oh my God. That was a monster. Beautiful bear. Wow.
Hey, Ted.
Hey, Pierre.
Nice shot.
Oh,
Nice boar.
nice, huge.
Huge.
It was a monster.
Congrats, man.
Unbelievable.
Where's your arrow?
That's right down here.
Let's go get it.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Ted. Are you happy?
Oh my God, Pierre. This is crazy.
2 years in a row, I put Ted on that blind, and I told him there's a big bruiser and there's another big one too. I told Ted, I said, just hang on to that stand, please, again this year. And yesterday he came over, saw 2-3 bears, and today, what time?
5:30. We just got in. I just,
Monster,
I
man.
mean,
It can't be better.
it can't be better. I don't know. It can be better.
You know what's the big surprise about that? Look at this trophy. Look at this trophy, people. A big white chest. And look at this. Oh, look at his face. He's got a monster scar. So imagine the size of the other one. Oh, it can't be better. You just made my year. You just made my season.
Now, we were here in northern Quebec at Northern Outfitters to shoot a nice bear, hopefully, to do some fishing, and to get some work done as well. We were there to promote Darton archery, Darton bows, Darton crossbows, and introduce Darton products to the folks in that part of Quebec.
Moose, yeah. Dead moose.
So one afternoon, we're out shooting the Darton bows. Terry and Pierre of Northern Outfitters are there, and some of the other hunters in camp wanted to shoot our Dartons as well. Almost every time I introduce a hunter or shooter to a Darton bow or crossbow, they absolutely fall in love with it.
All right.
What do you think about that?
Get an order for him.
The new Darton LTD2. Just absolutely done a great job. I've got the new scope on it for this year, the new Scorpion scope. We used the Luminaro, so you got a great shot with the Luminac on it. It was great. And the best part of it was we were sitting on the ground in the Ameristep blind.
It's day 3 here in Quebec now, and I'm back in the blind for the afternoon sit once again. It's about 3:30, 3:45 in the afternoon, and you might be able to hear a little bit of rain coming down. It just started, and it's a little bit windier today, but I'm expecting a good night. Last night was a good night in here.
After a while, the same boar came in that I'd seen before. He came in, and what did he do? He came right to the barrel again and laid down. I'm telling you, this must be the laziest bear in Quebec. Now, usually that's the sign of a dominant animal. If they come in and they're relaxed enough to lay down and let their guard down, it's usually, or at least often, because they're the biggest bear around. I knew that wasn't the case with this bear, yet there he is, laying next to the barrel, eating like he doesn't have a concern or a care in the world. So again, I watched this bear for a while, enjoyed the afternoon, decided to pass on him. Now, the fourth day of the hunt, we decided to hit the water. Northern Outfitters is known for their bear hunting, I think soon to be their moose hunting, but also their fishing. Their walleye and pike fishing, absolutely outstanding. So we had a couple of hours free. We thought, let's hit the water, get some fishing in before I have to head back out to the blind.
We're just getting set up here in the afternoon. It's the fourth afternoon here in northern Quebec with Northern Outfitters. A special treat this afternoon. Pierre Smarlak, the man himself, is in the blind with me. So I'm thinking he's going to bring me some good luck. Here's the deal. This is going to be the last day of my hunt. We're really hoping that big guy shows up. As I've been telling you for the last few days, I really want to see him. If not, I will probably take that one boar we've been watching for the last couple of days. So we'll wait it out and see what happens.
So we sat there for a couple of hours, and what I think is that same bear came in again, came right to the bait, and he laid down. We watched this bear for a long time, and Pierre and I went back and forth. Number one, is he a boar? I wanted to shoot a boar. Number two, is he a shooter? We went back and forth and questioned this for a long time. We determined he was a boar. Finally, we decided, you know what? If I'm going to take an animal, this may be my last chance. And I want some bear meat for the freezer. So we decided if he gives me the shot, I'm going to take it. Look at this. Is this a beautiful springtime bear? I'm telling you, I couldn't be happier. A beautiful boar. You take an animal like this in the fall, he's going to have, what, 75 pounds more on him? Beautiful animal. The coat's in great shape. I'd watched this boar for a couple of days and went back and forth because there's a monster in here. But Pierre and I decided that, look, I want to go home with some fresh bear meat, and this is a beautiful animal. So this was the one to pull the trigger on. The Dart and Serpent LTD2 comes through once again. Northern Outfitters, Val-d'Or, Quebec, Pierre Smarlak, family operation, and they make you feel like family as well. I can't wait to come back.